Hello everyone, welcome to Clear Perspective. I'm Serene Lee. Over this past weekend, the Biden administration has remained in the spotlight. This time, it was about the Taiwan Strait, one of the most sensitive issues between America and China. Some of you may remember the CCP sanctioned 28 U.S. officials right after Biden was sworn in to see how the new administration would react. But the CCP's testing did not stop there. Over the weekend, they've launched even more intense tests against the new administration, all targeted at Taiwan. This time, the Biden administration has shown a rather weak stance to Xi Jinping. On Saturday, the 24th, the Chinese military sent a group of 13 warplanes into Taiwan's Southwest Air Defense Identification Zone, then followed by another group of 15 warplanes on Sunday. It was the largest number of military aircraft to enter the Taiwan airspace in recent years. This time, there was a much stronger implication of showcasing their power and threatening with force. While before, this was more like political propaganda. On the surface, the CCP's intention was to intimidate Taiwan. But in fact, that was aimed at Biden. She wanted to see how Biden would react. Biden has only been in office for 4 days, and the CCP has already conducted a series of aggressive tests against the new administration. However, during the Trump administration, we saw the opposite. U.S. military aircraft frequently approached the Chinese coast for reconnaissance. The CCP acted tough, but did not dare to make any moves. In addition, Kim Jong-un's announcement on January 9th to restart the nuclear program had a similar purpose. Both China and North Korea have started to take advantage of the Biden administration after seeing its weak stance. Ned Price, spokesperson for the Department of State, issued a statement on January 23rd, quote, "We will continue to assist Taiwan in maintaining a sufficient self-defense capability. We urge Beijing to cease its military, diplomatic, and economic pressure against Taiwan and instead engage in meaningful dialogue with Taiwan's democratically elected representatives." As you can see, there are two important messages. The first is to assist Taiwan defend itself and to encourage dialogue and negotiations. The second message is more important, and quotes Ing-wen, Taiwan's democratically elected representative. We can compare this to how Mike Pompeo used the term Taiwan's president and President Tsai in his official statement on May 19, 2020, the day before her inauguration ceremony. We can see that Biden's position on Taiwan has regressed significantly in less than a week, and that his attitude towards Tsai has deteriorated. Before Biden took office, many people expected he would continue the Trump administration's hardline policy towards the CCP, because many bills imposing sanctions on the CCP have received bipartisan support. However, considering Biden's 47-year history in politics, he's mostly all talk and no action. This time, he has indeed done something. The U.S. Indo-Pacific Command said in a statement that a U.S. aircraft carrier group led by the USS Theodore Roosevelt entered the South China Sea to promote freedom of the seas on Saturday. It is not certain whether this was a direct response to China's harassment of Taiwan. But in any case, it put some pressure on Beijing. It showed the CCP that even under Biden, America won't stand back and be idle in this game. A more obvious trend, however, is beginning to emerge. That is, the CCP's stance in the dominance over the Taiwan Strait is clearly shifting from a defensive to an offensive position. Even Xi Jinping himself said that this is a period of opportunity and strategy. In addition, this important statement by Xi Jinping was published over 10 days ago. In his speech, Xi declared, quote, "The world is in a turbulent time that is unprecedented in the past century, but time and momentum are on our side. This is where we show our conviction and resilience, as well as our determination and confidence." Xi made the speech on the 11th after Congress certified Biden as president-elect on the 6th. It seems that Xi sees Biden's inauguration as an opportunity for the CCP. The core message of Xi's speech was, "Time and momentum are on our side." This was his strategic assessment of the current situation. This differs greatly from his statement last August. He previously said that China must be prepared for a period of turbulent change, and we will face more and more headwinds in the external environment. Xi Jinping's use of time and momentum are two different concepts. Time refers to timing. Xi believes that Biden has provided the perfect time and opportunity to achieve his goals, which would not have been possible if Trump was still president. The word momentum refers to the trend of globalism. Xi sees that the emergence of a radical leftist government in the United States has set a general trend for the entire world to embrace socialist ideology. This has also set the world on an accelerated path towards globalism, which is undoubtedly something the CCP has always wanted. So what is Xi Jinping's goal? To put in simple terms, he wants to accomplish his dream of community of common destiny. To be blunt, he wants to surpass the United States while also annexing Taiwan. Many of you may be wondering, will Xi Jinping take action against Taiwan in the near future? This question has always been around, but is once again brought to attention because of the changes in the U.S. administration. If Trump were re-elected instead of Biden, the current topic would have been, quote, "When will Taiwan and the U.S. establish a formal diplomatic relation?" However, now Xi publicly stated that both time and momentum are on his side. It's pretty clear that he is actually saying, sooner or later, he will achieve his goals. As for when, that is for him to decide. Currently, Xi's stance is quite clear. It is the Biden stance that is becoming ambiguous, as it seems to be changing. Let's briefly discuss the possibility of the CCP's invasion of Taiwan. Needless to say, Xi's annexation of Taiwan is an essential step in realizing his dream of building a community of common destiny. It's also an essential step in achieving dominance in the Asia-Pacific region and the rest of the world. Furthermore, Taiwan and the First Island chain have an extremely important military and economic value. Therefore, for Xi, it's a goal that he cannot abandon. For now, Xi needs to straighten out many domestic and international issues. He is unlikely to start this project right away. In the last months, Xi has asked officials at all levels to improve their loyalty to the party. Xi made it clear that there was a group within the party trying to overthrow him. So he must first ensure that he can overcome his opponents and secure his power indefinitely. Then he will be able to consider the issue of sending troops abroad. However, this does not mean that Taiwan will be safe. Xi is definitely making preparations for a military incursion. And an important thing to watch for is whether the U.S. will send troops to Taiwan. The CCP has already had many military rehearsals in the Taiwan Strait. According to Chinese military experts, these rehearsals have been for the annexation of Taiwan. This is also the reason why Xi, after conducting a variety of tests on the Biden administration, made a statement on the 2021 Davos agenda. He said, to build small circles or start a new Cold War to reject, threaten, or intimidate others will only push the world into division and even confrontation. He also stated that, quote, we should respect and accommodate differences, avoid meddling in other countries' internal affairs, and resolve disagreements through consultation and dialogue. Obviously, his speech was directed specifically at Biden. This was the first time that Xi publicly admonished Biden after he took office, setting the tone for future U.S.-China relations. Xi used this form of admonishment in order to make demands to Biden, requesting that they reset U.S.-China relations. In order for this to happen, the U.S. needs to shut down the Cold War with the CCP, stop containing them, and open markets to give it access to wealth and the technology that they need. This is exactly what the CCP got from the Obama administration. At the same time, Xi has also made something clear to the international community. The future of the world can no longer be dominated by the United States, and multilateral mechanisms must be used to restrain the America First policy. Xi's statement was a denial of U.S. leadership and discourse. In other words, the CCP will gradually take over the position of the United States and become the creator and the leader of the new world order. What is reflected from the recent tests and Xi's speech is that he does not see the Biden administration as the same adversary when compared to the Trump administration. This basically resets U.S.-China relations. Lastly, we would like to remind our friends again that our platform may be restricted on social media. Click the link in the description below to register your email. In case of any unexpected disruptions, we will email you our latest updates. Please also rest assured that your email will not be used for any other purposes. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.